Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Revs That Count. We're back with another episode, and more than anything, I'm super excited because 1,000 subscribers in 4 weeks. Guys, how does that make you sound? Anyway, today we've got the Ford Everest, and it's the Sport. And we're going to take a moment to firstly appreciate what we have in front of us. That's one. And two, what is it that makes this thing tick? One, I love the color. My name is Tatenda, and welcome to Revs That Count. Let's have a spin, shall we? Let's have a word from our sponsors and what they do. The 2024 Ford Everest Sport. This SUV is making waves in Southern Africa and beyond. So buckle up fam, because we are going to take a deep dive into this Ford Everest Sport, a true all-rounder. Right off the bat, the 2024 Ford Everest commands attention. Finished in Ford's signature blue lighting or the classic Arctic white. And let me know in the comment section which one would you go for, this particular color or the white one. The Everest Sport comes with black mesh grille, 20-inch alloy wheels, and black exterior accents that gives it that sporty and stealth vibe. It's not just about the looks. The Everest has real presence. With 226mm ground clearance and 800mm water wading depth, this thing is built for African terrain. Anything this thing is made for. Stepping inside, the Ford Everest blends rugged practicality with tech-savvy luxury. You get leather-accented seats, 8-way power-adjustable driver seats, and Ford's new Sync 4A infotainment system with a 12-inch vertical touchscreen. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are wireless and super intuitive. And can we talk about this digital instrument cluster? It's crisp, responsive, and adds that very modern touch to the cockpit. It also comes with dual zone climate controls, a wireless charger, and USB-C ports in front and at the back. Space and practicality, fam. I think that's one of the reasons why we started this channel, so that we can give you cars that are going to be practical. Yes, the money, but at the end of the day, is it going to satisfy your every need as a sports mom, sports parent, and also as a sports person yourself? This is a proper family SUV. With seats for 7 and multiple USB ports, it's ready for long trips. The second row seats slide and recline, and the third row folds flat, giving you 1,800 liters of cargo space when folded. That is massive. I can even sleep at the back there. Massive space. 1,800 liters of cargo space, that's boot space. Whether it's school runs, cricket gear, or road trip to the Vic Forest, or this car is coming back from Botswana, so that, I'm pretty sure there was nothing. You can load all the cricket bags, all 3 boys on their cricket bags and mom and dad's stuff were in this car and did it with a breeze. Let's talk performance. Under the hood, you got a 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine pushing out 154 kilowatts and 500 newton meters of torque, paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. On the road, the Ford Everest is smooth, confident, surprisingly agile for its size. The steering is well weighted, the suspension soaks up bumps, and the sound insulation is just top-notch. You barely hear a thing of the outside when you're driving in this car. It is just to die for. Off-road capabilities. Now, I never got to go off-road, but this little road that I drove into, that was just enough for me to say, no, this is going to be amazing if you go 4x4. But then at the same breath, would you, in the comment section, let me know, would you take your 1.2 million rand car to go off-roading? I would have to think twice before I answer that one. But let me know in the comment section, would you take this for off-roading? Because it comes back dirty. And yes, I love cars that are dirty. I love 4x4s that are dirty. But at the end of the day, those scratches, those dents, is it worth it? With selectable driving modes, hill descent control, and a locking rear differential, the Ford Everest isn't just for urban jungle. It thrives in the wild. You're heading into the bush, tackling gravel, or navigating muddy tracks. Fam, this will never be compromised because it is confident. But again, you're taking this car off-roading and the mud and the scratches and the dents. But anyway, you let me know in the comment section, apart from going to cricket, what else would you take this car? What would you put it through? Let me know in the comment section. But anyway, let's carry on, and I'm enjoying this ride, and I hope you are still here. And if you are still here, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Fam, 1,000 subscribers in 4 weeks is just insane. Now, 5,000 subscribers by end of May, surely that's doable. Let me know. Please, please support local YouTube like what Mr. How Much always says. It is the right thing to do. And hey, it's free to subscribe, it's free to share, and it's free to like. Right? Ford has stacked the Ford Everest Sport with technology. Safety features like blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, a 360-degree camera, that is just a game changer when you're parking this beast. Because, it's one thing to drive it on the road and you're straight. It's another thing to park it. And I still remember I have a client that says she's never been in an accident and all the dents that are on her car were from parking. Now imagine if you've got a 360-degree camera on this thing and it helps you to park. You will never bump anyone. Never. So mom, be rest assured that for once we can trust your driving. Of course, we trust your driving, but can we trust your parking when you get to the cricket field? We never know. So this comes in super handy. I'm enjoying this. Anyway, let's talk about fuel economy and the pricing. Now, in 9 liters per 100, depending obviously on the road and all that. But other than that, Ford is claiming 7.1 liters per 100 kilometers. Now, let's calculate the monthly installment to own this car. At 11.5% interest over 72 months, you're looking at plus or minus 16,000. Obviously, depending on whether or not you're going to get a good deal, a trade-in value for the car that you've got, all those sort of things, and your credit record, all those things that you need to have sound financial advice. I think you need to go to any dealership that you walk into, a Ford or anyway, then they can explain that to you better. Or rather, go to your financial advisor and check how much do you earn, how much your affordability and all those, because all those things come into play. So round about plus or minus 16,000, including a full tank of diesel, you're looking at probably another 2,000 rand for diesel. Then the cost of ownership goes to 18,000 plus also insurance and all of that. So you're looking at between 22,000 and 24,000, including insurance. Again, that is dependent on your risk profile. Where do you stay? How old are you? And all sorts of things. You can go on to yipo.co.za. They will give you a list of all 12 insurers that are closer to you that can give you a good deal or a better quotation. Do that. But for the most part, you're looking at plus or minus 20 to 24,000 to own this car on a all of this would not be possible if it wasn't for you, the subscriber. And more than anything, I want to give a massive shout out to everyone that is subscribed, and also to our sponsor, Munandi Signs. These guys have been around and they do all vehicle wrapping. Anything that has to do with wrapping your vehicle, carbon fiber, you name it, everything, they do it for you. They are based in Randburg, and if you've got any questions whatsoever, head on down to www.munandisigns.co.za. They will coach you and do everything that you need. Professionalism at its best. Now, fam, my verdict. The Ford Everest 2024 is not just a car. This is a beast. Now we've got 7 seats. Literally, you can have everyone that comes into your car and still be comfortable. The back row is comfortable. The back row, there's still enough space there. So I think as a family unit, this is the one. Yes, the price point may be another thing, maybe a hindrance to many, but for the most part, this car is actually way cheaper than the Range Rover, and you're still getting more than that. So my solid rating for this car will be a proper 9 out of 10. Why am I not giving them a 10? Because there's always room for improvement. Way, I don't know. But for the most part, a solid 9 out of 10, because you've got a combination of rugged and durability, and also the practicality of loading bags and groceries and all that you need. So I'll give it a solid 9. And I don't know, what is your rating of this car? Guys, I can only say but thank you to you, the viewer, to you, the one that is subscribed, and to you that keeps on returning, and to our sponsors as well. This would never have been possible if it wasn't for you. So your liking, your sharing, and subscribing has gotten us to this point. 4 weeks, 1,000 subscribers. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers by end of May. Then 10,000 subscribers by end of December. And next year, 50,000. Now, I know that someone is watching this and thinking, yes, Stats, you're a little bit too ambitious. But without you, it's never going to be possible. And I have got the confidence to say that with you, we're going to do this. We're done for today, and that's it from us to you. And thank you to the family that sponsored us with this vehicle to make sure that we did everything possible that we needed to do. The owner of the vehicle is just there chilling, and he's not seeing it, and he doesn't know that we're talking about him. But thank you so much, Pratemba and Joliswa, for availing your car for us to do the review. Anyway, in the comment section, let us know, 1, would you take it in this color? Or 2, what color would you want this to be in? Because this is a nice car, it's a nice color, and when it's clean, when it's dirty, I always say when it's a 4x4, it needs to be dirty. But this one is nicer when it's dirty, and also nicer when it's clean. But let me know, which one do you prefer for a 4x4? For a sports mom, for a sports family, there is ample room. 7-seater SUV, 4x4, Ford Everest. From us to you, keep those engines revving, family, because it's revs that count, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you, and thank you, fam. Cheers, we out.